Yo, what's up, guys? Insane Game Freak here to bring you Durarara episode 9, season 2, part 2 review. Lego, 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 oh. If you couldn't tell, I am clinically insane. So this episode delves a little bit more, specifically more into Shinra's history with Izaya. Although it doesn't really say anything new about Shinra. The only thing new about Shinra, you know, is that Shinra will hold you down, but under the most corrupt circumstances. I love how, like, even back then, his reasoning for doing almost anything was because of Celta. He is extremely biased. And that doesn't mean Shinra isn't a good person, but he is extremely biased with Celty. Like, as far as a character trait, I don't know how I feel about it, because it kind of makes me not like the character as much, because I realize that a lot of the reasons he does things, it was in correlation to Salty. Even though I do think he genuinely is a good person, it makes, well, if anything, I guess that makes him balanced. Izaya, we get to see him in a light that kind of makes you think he's not terrible, I guess. Like, he's twisted, he's disturbed, but he's not terrible. This episode reveals that one of the reasons why we kept hearing the name Nakara all the goddamn time, because he kept using the damn name. We finally get to find out who Nakara is and why he uses that name specifically. Long story short, Nakara stabbed Shinra when they were younger. We also realized that Nakara is the one. He essentially tied Nakara in. I don't know if he intentionally tied him into, but he got Nakara involved with the two groups that he beat last week. So, and then it kind of comes full circle, because it's like, well, why the fuck, like, Nakara, Shinra apparently has changed his face to hide his identity, which is why he doesn't look the same. And you realize that he's still torturing Nakara because he stabbed Shinra. In the backstory, we learned that the reason why they're even really friends is because they just, not because they really share any common interests, but because they're interested. He's interested enough in Shinra where it didn't become an issue, and the fact that Shinra took a knife wound for him. He didn't have to take it; he just took it, and he said, "Look, let me take the rap for stabbing you, and I will pay, and I will spend the rest. And I will spend. I don't know if it's the rest of his life, but he'll spend a while torturing Nakara." Which is essentially what he's done. He's put Nakara in positions where he's responsible for two different gangs he stopped being a part of before they even were formed. It's gotten kind of ridiculous, and I find that kind of ironic in retrospect. It's like, I'm gonna keep fucking with you just because you stabbed one of my friends, even though their friendship is very, I wouldn't say cut and dry, but it's very weird in its own right, because it's like, oh, you got stabbed, oh, it's okay. Oh, you got beat up. It's that same level of indifference. And apparently, one of the cooler things we know is that Celty knows that Izaya has her head. But if anyone remembers from the first season, she kind of made peace with that and doesn't give a shit. Which is part of the reason why she probably didn't question it. But then again, Izaya's surprised she didn't question it or bring it up. And I'm not surprised Celty didn't, because Celty, although her opinion of Izaya has somewhat changed, she still doesn't trust Izaya, which you're not supposed to. Izaya is still a conniving piece of shit. He just has a very, very, very small sense of moral fiber. The same thing with his sisters. He protected his sisters, but not really under the context of protecting his sister. Of course, he used some other guys. And obviously, even though that's what he'll always say is his reasoning for protecting his sisters, we all know that he actually does care about his sisters, but it's in such a small way. Even his sisters recognize, look, we know that you probably didn't do that inherently just for us, but you did do it for us, and we appreciate it. And I will say one of the cutest things in this episode is to see a scene of two scenes, actually. Oh, and let's not forget the funny-ass Celty in the cop thing. She was like, I went and looked up some laws. I got this shit down. Legally, he can't touch me. And so she argued with the cop, brought the laws on her phone. And then he's like, okay, so that does it for a horse. But here's the thing. Haven't you been driving this horse as a motorcycle the entire time? And what are the rules on a motorcycle? There's a speed limit, you know that, right? And I'm pretty sure you passed that speed limit when you were running away from us, and it's just like, bruh, you're not gonna win, Salty. Just get the fuck out of here. Just get, you're done. Yeah, you're fucking done, man. Oh, that shit was funny as hell, though. No joke, that shit was hilarious. I'm trying to think. That was all the main points. I thought the cutest scene though was when Salty's kind of like taking care of Shinra, and then probably the other thing, which is the cute scene with Izaya and his sisters. Because it's like, yeah, we know that what you potentially just did there was to benefit us primarily, even though you'll never admit it. And he's like, yeah, we're not going to talk about it, so it's whatever. Like, that was a cute moment for me. Please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below about whether or not if your opinion of Izaya has changed slightly from this episode. I didn't see a preview for next week, which means maybe we're going to get some cool shit that they don't want to spoil in previews, which is fucking awesome, because that's what I look forward to. Bang, bang. Other than that, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I will be emailing the winner, or check your messages on your channels or your inbox. I'll probably be messaging the winner from the giveaway from last week today, so look out for that. Anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win, and I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch you guys later, 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 later.